On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Cousins on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, right?
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards. yards on the sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs. But still, a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system. But still, a nice...
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Touchdown, Bengals! Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On play action, Cousins. Pressure comes and down he goes.
They came with a safety blitz and Daxton Hill got home. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A nice little juke. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cincinnati set to take over once again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Saquon Barkley.
That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're taught to break down, wrap up, but in this case he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 52 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit, because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down, Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. In to bring him down to the ground.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility that people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley fighting through it. He's got space. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
In motion left is Higgins.
12. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a pass hauled in field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Gun.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Chase, the motion man right. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
11. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well, especially up in Buffalo, where it'll be the Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Finally, Monday Night Football, 2 of the most successful franchises of this new millennium. 8 Super Bowls between them, the Chiefs and Patriots from Foxborough. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B, their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
12, 12.
Play action. It's Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins.
He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards and continue this big season.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
11 empty.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion left is Higgins.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
There he goes, right side. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come get his direction.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Fighting him off. And another tackle broken. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In motion right is Addison. Now they show jet sweep it instead. A run up the middle here.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 29. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
KJ Osborne
from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Cousins now on second down.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, here's Barkley.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
On 1, ready? Hey, can.
They go play action with Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Here we go.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Bengals have recovered it. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
A first down throw for Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. Here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here we go.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Pushing. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he still got it.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with... You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ready?
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On third down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
11, Thomas. 11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's Cousins. Over the middle and complete to Addison. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Throwing, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Bullock as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Oh, some strong running. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed pop.